Hello, everybody.
Good morning,
Welcome. We-
Jesse and Irina from RCTV, or just live wherever you are, I guess.
Yeah, we want to talk about how to budget for growth instead of
So
excuses.
now, before you get bored and like, oh, I don't have time for this. This is not my alley. Well, here's my story. when I was 39 years old, almost 40, and wanting to get married, I was single as a bachelor.
That was before we met.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I came to a breaking point where I am like, whatever it takes, something's got to change. And I literally had the opportunity to invest into Carlos and Chantel's then course called Connection DNA, still exists actually today,
hmm
and a retreat. And it was that was the back when it was still cheap, and it was
Huh.
I'm
Cheap.
not well. It was expensive to me because I was broke, broke as a fiddle. But anyhow, I ended up using my rent money, draining my savings, and changing jobs so that I can invest into my relationship skills to get married.
hmm
And that investment paid off very handsomely. 6 months after the decision, 3 months after the investment, I was married,
hmm
happily married. And we've seen this with all of the singles that we've worked with,
Yeah.
all of them. They put their money where their mouth is. I understand, if you're a single mother, struggling to make ends meet, maybe have some disabilities, whatever you want to put in as fill in the blank, the reason where you aren't able to budget towards the things that you really want. I understand. However, if you want something badly enough, whether it's Starbucks, that subscription, that Netflix, that special food that you like in the cart that you could actually do without,
Yeah.
um,
There's so much.
that extra expensive this or that or car,
hmm
anything that if you want it badly enough, you tend to make space for it.
Yeah.
Like your rent, it's not optional. Somehow you find the money, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I viewed my journey towards getting married. I made it a must. It was no longer optional. It wasn't something, oh, I'll get to it next month. No,
hmm
I've done that for 20 years and it didn't work for me. So I had to do something radically different and just jump off out of the boat and into the water to start swimming. And so all of the singles we've worked with, they've done that same thing. They start budgeting for their personal growth and development. And I'm not just talking about learning. That's another whole hamster wheel merry-go-round that we find a lot of singles are on. They're ever learning but never producing the fruit of marriage.
Yes.
And that's where we deviate from a lot of the coaches and mentors out there. We actually get singles married. We've had over 50 singles get married in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Is that results enough? I'll let you decide for yourself. But every single one of them, they could show me their calendar and their bank statement to demonstrate that they are investing into themselves, and all of them within the time span of a year, most of them 6 months, and a lot of them within 3 months, they were married.
Yeah.
Because God always blesses that which you sow into. Like money turns spiritual once you release it.
Yeah.
So what are you releasing it towards? What can you do without so that you can invest into what you want long term instead of just short term?
Yeah. Thank you for starting this off with a gusto.
That was a welcome, by the way.
Yeah. So again, as Jesse mentioned, is it's important to really be real with yourself and see if you really want to get married, look at your budget, look at your statements, and look at your calendar. Those are the things that show where you're investing in.
Where your priorities are.
Priorities are, exactly. So, and listen, I know a lot of that is not obvious, and we are just so conditioned to do the things that we love to do that we don't look at those things. But if you want to grow and get married, and you know about single to married community, where you're not just learning, but you're actually practicing, you taking action. There's a lot of things that we do, activities that help you there to develop the skills, to practice the skill, and then to then apply it with real people outside of the community as well. that takes investment. And things like, and we had to do this, we do it actually quite often too. We look at our budget, we look at our expenses and say, okay, oh, look at that, we spend money here, we spend money here, we spend money here. Can we shift that towards this area because this is more important to us? How can we do that? And then we make commitment and we keep each other accountable. So we just here not to shame you, not to show you like, oh my gosh, where are you spending? It's just a reality check and give you an encouragement and hope that a lot of times when we say we can't afford something, Jesse already mentioned that, we're just not aware most of the time where we're spending. But if we do, we look at things and say, okay, I see now, yep, this is not getting me married, this is not going to get me married. Jesse did something when he was single. He was investing time and money into his pets. And, you're digging worms for your, pets, right?
No, not worms, but I had a fish aquarium, and I had parakeets.
Yeah.
And I would go catch live food in the local pond for my fish.
There you go. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So there are some things that you can look at, and if you don't see it, we can help you see it.
So I reallocated that time I was spending with that.
Yeah.
And I found it was cheaper to just go buy food than it is to go catch the food and use that time more wisely. Even though it's something I enjoy doing, but it was for a season because I have a goal. I want to get married. So I pulled out all the stops. Anything that was sucking my time or my money away from the focus of getting married, I chopped, put it on the chopping block, because I recognize that anything that is, I can always bring these things back into my life once I'm married and can refocus on, okay, is that still important to me?
Yeah.
Now, we're not sharing this because we're money hungry or whatever. We're not getting rich off of people, but we recognize that people pay attention to what they pay for. We've done a lot of free stuff, free webinars, and we notice that whenever we charge a little bit for it, people pay attention more and they get more results.
Yes.
And when we do it for free, little to no results. I mean, yeah, you might leave encouraged and inspired. Once in a while, you have somebody that really takes action and they crush it. But it's the exception rather than the norm. So we just recognize in this grand world out there, whether you're going to Bible college, you're going on that mission trip, or you're supporting your pastor, there's always money flow in God's kingdom from top to bottom. If it's free, it's because somebody else paid it. That doesn't mean it was free.
Yep.
And whenever we release money in God's kingdom, whatever it is, it turns spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a principle that works for good and for bad.
Yeah.
So whatever your money goes towards, you get a result. Like even as simple as going to the grocery store and buying a banana and a candy bar.
Yep.
Different harvest.
Yes.
Different results.
Yes.
That you're going to get from that investment. So money only turns into substance once it's released and traded for something else, and whatever you invest it towards is going to have a return.
Yeah.
The banana, you're going to feel better. The candy bar, you're going to have an insulin spike. And if you do that habitually, you're going to create some challenging issues for your body.
Yeah.
So that's the principle we're coming down to, is just basic core 1 + 1 = 2.
And also looking into where you're investing, not just the results you're going to get from it, but where you're investing. Is that a company that creates those candy bars, or you're investing in, so the energy that you put into that also matters. So look at those things again. Do you spend time on ice cream, candy bars, movies, subscriptions, games, other things? Look at those things.
Hanging out with friends can be expensive and keep you single if you're really serious about getting married.
Yeah. And even if you're involved with a single community that requires you to, you go out, you spend money, have you seen results there yet? Did you get married? Are you really getting what you put into? If not, then shift that money towards getting something that you're going to take action. It's going to give you results. So that's all we're sharing. I think that's good enough for today.
It's good
10
enough.
minutes. Thank you for tuning in. And we just want to pray over you. I want to pray over you that you will have wisdom, you have discernment, knowledge, understanding, and everything that God's kingdom has to provide and has for you to take and say yes to it. Yes, yes, and amen. We pray that you will be able to have the healthy flow of finances in and out, the budget, and everything's going to start flowing where you're going to say, you know what, you're right, I want to have this. Father, I know you want me to have this because it's in the Bible, and I'm going to say yes to it. Where do I need to go? Where do I need to invest? Single to Married is a good community for that. And
if not us,
somewhere else. Yeah,
Yeah,
find those people that are actually going to help you to get results. So I pray that in Yeshua's name. Be blessed, and we'll see you next time.